I had kind of a breakthrough yesterday when I realized that I didn't actually need to do anything with the piano, on piano, that doesn't come from a place of ease. Now, I call it a breakthrough. I feel like I've been saying this for literally years and even teaching this. But it's just amazing to me how a new level of that awareness keeps managing to show up and keeps remaining relevant in my life. There's a way in which I realized the other day, this is kind of a weird thing to feel, but you know, like that Schubert Impromptu that I played yesterday, or the other one that I played, the E-flat Impromptu, which is one of my favorite pieces. I've never played it for people from that place of ease. I've never played it for an audience sitting back here where Madeline has kind of readjusted my seating position, my whole physical relationship with the piano. I've never done that. And I have a gig tomorrow where my first live gig since COVID, kind of an incredible thing. And I realized in the preparation process, I don't need to do anything that's not from that place of release. There's no other work that I feel compelled to do, because I know that this ease is where it's all happening. This is the thing. And it's kind of like, it's almost like there's an analogy there between how it feels to play and be and be in ease, and that sort of action, that approach to music, and being genuinely in the present moment, being genuinely available for the creative impulse in the present moment, as opposed to, you know, like showing up for this post and having something banked or knowing what I'm going to do. It's kind of like, you know, what I've talked about on this post before is showing up and allowing the space, the consciousness that's prior to all of this expressed through me. So I become the instrument. Well, that feels like what this is, specifically for piano and specifically for making music with my body and my skill set. It's like letting go in that way is the same thing as the spiritual orientation of trusting the universe. Because when I'm in that ease, I can't control it all. I can't hold on to it. I have to allow things to happen. And I think I spoke yesterday about how the piece takes on momentum as I play it, because I'm letting go of the reins, and all of a sudden speed is happening, not because I'm driving for speed, but because I'm actually letting go, and there's a freedom that can come through. So I've just been meditating on that as I prepare for this gig tomorrow, and I've really kind of found a declaration or a principle of how I'm going to work from now on in everything, and certainly in piano. You know, there's a sense of this is the only way for me to work at this point. There's no reason to allow that tension, that emotional tension, to come in and try and get me to learn something. I was practicing a little earlier today, and I had an appointment to get to, and I needed to get up right at that moment and leave if I was going to be on time. And my mind was like, oh, just play this one piece real quick. Just make sure that that's under your fingers. And I was like, wait a minute. I don't think that that's ease talking. I think that's somebody else. Maybe let's not do that. Maybe let's renounce the need for that and go to my appointment on time and trust. Not let go my desire for the piece to know the music, but let go of the need to confirm it. Let go of that part of me that's just trying to chase down a feeling of knowing it as opposed to trusting it. It's really coming through powerfully today. So that's the idea, and it's so interesting doing this because I feel myself kind of actively leaning in and out of that place. I make a mistake or I have a little memory moment, and it's like I feel myself contract. But what I'm learning is, if I'm practicing ease, and I'm even playing this piece like for you, I know somebody's gonna see me play that. I know somebody's gonna see me make those mistakes. Now all of a sudden, I'm saying to myself, my own ease, my own, the priority of me relaxing into that space, relaxing into the space of genuine lightness, genuine giving, the place where I can allow creativity through, is more important to me than getting it right for you, than being seen to be doing it right. And that's the thing that I feel. I still feel it. I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel an active tug as I'm playing, because of course I want to get it right. Or of course my ego wants to get it right. But by declaring that that's my priority, and by really just committing to that, I feel like a new doorway is opening up. Something new is happening in my own capacity to be rooted in that, and to therefore hopefully be playing from that place, and most of the time, more and more, be completely in that space, because that's the space where it all comes from. That's the space where all expression comes from. It does not come from my doingness of it. It comes from the letting myself be done, in the same way that it is when I show up for a post and let the space speak. So this is a fun experiment, folks, and I really appreciate having you part of it, responding to it. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Love you all. I'll see you tomorrow.